Hey everyone, this is Motzie. Just wanted to give you all an update. As you know, I was working on a Monster Lover comic book Kickstarter just a few weeks ago, and we actually hit our goal, which was really cool. So we were able to do some late pledges. Our late pledges include a digital copy of the comic, as well as a digital copy of our sketchbook, which includes all of our concept art and sketches that won't be included in the main comic, as well as digital copies of the other anthologies in our series, the previous ones. They're all safe for work. The main comic is not safe for work, so it's only for adults. But if you're interested in grabbing the digital copies, they're still available until October 31. They're still available until Halloween. So if you like monster romances, if you like Filipino folklore and want to support really awesome Filipino artists, then go check it out. Other than that, we are hitting our short hiatus after the mid-act finale soon. And if you're interested in joining our Patreon so that you still get bonus episodes every month, please do check our Patreon out. That's patreon.com/HiNiPod. We'll give you more details soon and what to expect during the hiatus and all the cool stuff we're planning for the rest of this year. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported us. Thank you so much to everyone who's listening. And we hope you enjoy this episode because this one's a bit of a... Enjoy! You're listening to Hainai by Motzie Dapul. Episode 46 Paghahanda Part 2. What do you mean no one's claimed it?
Sorry. I know it's not what you wanted to hear. I didn't even want to. But since you brought it up, there's been attempts at a reasonable search. But, from what I understand, what family they could track down moved out of the country. When one of our officers tried to get in touch, their number was blocked. Nobody claimed Abe's body. We can't seem to find anyone that would. Because of the nature of the death, he's been held a bit longer. Zhao even tried looking for other connections. Got in touch with the old roommate, Jung Ho Choi, to ask if they knew anyone willing to collect his remains. But apparently, when she explained what was going on, he said, and I quote, "Leave me the fuck alone, this isn't funny," and hung the phone up.
Shoot.
That's one way to put it. I'm sorry. Your friend deserves... well, they all do.
I appreciate that. And I appreciate you telling me.
Since we promised to be a bit more honest with each other...
About that. So, why didn't you tell me about the pocket watch?
Honestly, I was scared.
Scared?
Scared that you wouldn't... Scared that you'd tell me I wasn't capable. Worthy of handling it. And if you were the one to say it, I'd kind of have to believe it.
That's surprisingly childish of you.
I know you've relied on me to be the level-headed one, but I think we're all still the children we were at our worst. We just learn to pretend better.
Well, if you must know, I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that you weren't capable or worthy because you've always been both. Even with all that's happened the past few weeks. I guess I just thought.
Thought what?
I thought that you'd lost faith in me. That you didn't feel like you could come to me about it. The pocket watch, after I lost it with Abe.
You went through something horrific, and you still decided to help us anyways. That's not why I didn't tell you. The shame was mine, not yours. You don't get to think less of yourself because of my mistakes. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. But, if you would like, I can come over and show you what I've learned already. And maybe you can teach me the rest.
I'd love that.
Obviously, I'd planned to have them over at our place, but, well, it's not our place anymore. I can't make him stay in a crappy little basement while I figure myself out, and we both know what you're like in the middle of a case, so I'm not throwing my little brother off the deep end before we even get to spend time together for the first time since he was a baby.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
My Nan would love to have him, but she'll probably end up having him stay in my childhood bedroom. Not exactly ideal, but...
Aren't you planning to stay over for Christmas? Or did you finally clear her guest room with all the free time you've had this year?
Well, what about...
Just have him stay with me.
Why is Ashvin with you right now? And have you had me on speaker this whole time?
No, love. You just never had what we'd call an inside voice on the phone.
I came to check on him after Bolden. Make sure his neck isn't giving him any trouble. Anyway, I guess you're on speaker now.
Are you?
Like I said before I was so rudely interrupted, I have the largest apartment out of all of you. And I suddenly find myself with a free room. So, if you're having trouble finding a place for your little brother to stay, why not mine? You still have the key. Unless you threw it away after Laura helped you move out?
I still have it.
Good. You can give it to your brother when he arrives. You can show him around. You know the area. The holidays get a bit busy for me, but we can spend Christmas Eve and New Year's at mine if you don't already have plans.
That sounds... Thank you, Ash.
Don't even mention it. Now, tell Donna he doesn't need to worry about me. I've got enough makeup and high colors to last a lifetime, and some very good cosmetic surgeons, barring that.
All right. I know when I'm not wanted.
Thank you, too, by the way.
For what?
You know what.
Be a partner.
Hi, Nay. I thought about Abe today. You know, my friend, the one I failed. I don't even know if I can call him my friend. The more I think about it, the more I realize I didn't even know him that well. I know he ran a ghost blog. I know he used to call into DJ's show, share his findings. I know he kept getting into things he shouldn't, but that he was a good guy. He was sweet. He wasn't the only one who died that night, but I can't stop thinking about the way he died. He was so afraid. He helped me so much, and I couldn't help him, and I still don't know why, and I failed him, and like I failed you. Laura's spending Christmas with her family, but She asked me if I had plans. She looked hopeful, said I could come with her if I didn't, said her family would love me, and I asked about CJ, but she'd apparently refused. She spent Christmases alone, she said, but would be happy to see Laura in between all the festivities. Their relationship it's good. CJ is good. But there's a distance there. From a woman who loved and lost so much. She loves Laura. I can see it in her eyes. I can feel it in the way she feels when I'm there with them. The warmth in her, muting the unease of elder magic, but it's a tired sort of love. Worn out. As much as she can give, because she knows Laura deserves to be adored, but her whole heart isn't around anymore, so it's not something she can give. While I've been off putting the fear of God in these elders at their gathering, Laura and Evelyn found something invaluable. Something that might help us in the long run, though I don't know how CJ feels about it. They found, in amongst Jay's notes, the ones Elaine O'Donnell hid before she died, a coded record of Mary Ann Weeks's good foci, the one she made to combat and neutralize the elders' foci. They've started to decode some of them, all written physical descriptions of the items she used. She kept a very detailed record, but hid them away. How Jay found these records, I'll never know, let alone Mary Ann's methods. Talked to Laura and Evelyn about Mary Ann's modified spell of partition. Right now we're debating whether we should tell CJ about it because I don't know. Maybe we should be honest with her, but after everything she's been through. I remember when I first met CJ, I thought I knew what evil looked like, what it felt like. God, I hated her. But now all I want to do is give her a hug. She'd hate it, though. She hates being pitied. Laura started trying to track Mary Ann's foci down through all the antique sites and Facebook Marketplace connections she's formed. It's too early to say if it'll pan out, but I have faith in her strange and powerful network of historical societies, nerds with special interests, and proud oldies sharing the stuff they inherited from family members that they've held on to for decades. Preserving memory through objects. If we find at least one active good focus, one that hasn't been all used up, maybe I can talk to her. The piece of her soul housed in these objects. Mary Ann Weeks. Maybe she'll have answers nobody has. After all, she and the benefactor were close, even if, according to our age, not in the way that he wanted. Laura asked me to spend Christmas with her. I told her I already had plans, but that I'd come to see her before New Year's. Donner asked me if I had plans for the holidays. Said his nan always made food for a village around the holidays, even if the most they had over on Christmas Eve were him, Murphy, and Dooley. Told him I already had plans. Seemed like Murphy would have asked me too if he wasn't focused on his brother's visit, which I think is good for him. I'm glad that he gets to spend Christmas with the one person from his family that wasn't. And Evelyn, she's spending Christmas with friends, but plans to go home to her family for Christmas Day. I wonder if she tells them about what she does here. I wonder if they believe her. I told him I'm spending Christmas with the aunts and uncles down in Niagara. Like I'd ever talk to them. I know. It's bad to lie. But I haven't spent Christmas Eve with anyone but you since I left home. And I'm not going to start now. I'm sorry I failed you, Nanay. I'm sorry I failed Abe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Patawad po. Pasayloa.
And you can't say no, unfortunately. Look, I've been mandated by law to hand deliver my nan's homemade oxtail to everyone I know that isn't a coworker. And since Murphy and Dooley had abandoned me to spend time with their men...
All right, Mr. Grinch. I should be home by tomorrow. 3:30-ish? Come over then and I can receive your nan's generous feast.
I'm bringing some over to Ashvin and the Murphys too, if you want to join me.
That might be nice. I'll see what tomorrow looks like if the train doesn't get delayed or anything.
Niagara, you said. With your aunts and uncles?
Yeah. I'm taking the train back at noon because the extended family's nice and all, but there's only so many "you got fat" comments I can take in a given period before I start getting honest.
Fair. Are you out? Sounds pretty busy. Guess everyone's down there for the Christmas Eve festivities. Oh, damn. Sorry to cut this short. I'm pulling double duty since Murphy's not here for Nan to order around.
Back to it then. And thank you for calling.
Of course. It's always good to hear your voice.
Really? Because that's not what you said the third time I tried to get you to understand magic as feeling more than seeing.
Give me a break. Never thought I'd be on the hook for magic lessons. I'm learning.
Well, we can always practice more when I get back.
And maybe we'll find some time to get you into the shooting range, since you're doing me the kindness of a magical crash course.
Honestly, I think I could get really good at it. See you when I see you. And remember our deal.
Well, that's my cue to hang up.
Hoy.
Don't worry. I remember. I'll tell you when I see you next. I swear. Look, Dooley would kill me otherwise.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Mari.
Merry Christmas, Donner. Huh? Who's... Hello? Who's there? Who... No. No, it can't.
Hi, Mari.
Abe?
You're listening to Hi Nai by Motzie Dapul.
Hey everyone, this is Motzie. Every day you hear the same thing. Israeli soldiers are killing children in Gaza. This is an everyday occurrence and nothing has changed, and the US, which is still providing aid to Israel, sending bombs to kill children in Gaza, has not budged on an arms embargo. If you want to keep informed, there are a few people you can follow. You can follow Muhammad Smiri, who runs Care for Gaza, which provides aid to Gazans on the ground. You can follow Motaz and Wizard Bisan and all the people who have been reporting since the very beginning. And if you can, please give Mirna El Helbawi a follow as well. She's the one who runs eSIMs for Gaza. If you can provide a donation for eSIMs, please do. They are running out. Though our platform is still relatively small, we hope to spread the word. Thank you to everyone who's been donating, providing aid, spreading awareness. Everything you do is really important, and I am grateful to every single one of you. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Please be safe. Ingat. And kalayaan para sa Palestina. Free Palestine.
Hey everyone, this is Reg Helly, co-creator and co-producer of Hainai. Hainai is a podcast produced by Motzie Dapul, Yoy Halago, Alisa Jimenez, and myself, and licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Sharealike 4.0 International License. This episode was co-produced by Jesse Goodsell and written and directed by Motzie Dapul, who also plays the role of Mari Datuin. The role of Donner was played by Leon Johnson, the role of Murphy was played by Edward Boxler, and the role of Ashvin was played by Adil R. If you'd like to chat with other listeners when this episode goes live, we do a live premiere every other Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Toronto Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/HainaiPod. To help support the production of Hainai, you can subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/HainaiPod. You'll get to be part of our early access program where we release episodes 3 days early on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also get bonus video, audio, art, and so much more. Speaking of Patreon, we'd love to give a shout out to the following patrons for all their amazing support. Victoria Goodwin, Sukes, Pablo Neurotic, Melissa, Megan, Malaya Light, Madeline Hicks, Jaden, Faye Fungai, Evie Smith, Emma Halig, Diana Cause, Danny, Becca Terrier, Astrakim, Anna, Amelia Brownstein, Jesse Goodsell, and our newest patron, Mika. You guys are rock stars. If you can't subscribe monthly, you're a rock star too. And you also have the option to buy some milk tea and coffee at coffee.com/HainaiPod. That's ko-fi.com/HainaiPod. Our ad-free Hainai album, which has our official music and full episodes from Act 1 and 2, is also available in both Patreon and the coffee store. Check out our website, HainaiPod.com, for more news and updates, and don't forget to follow us on our blog, HainaiPod.tumblr.com, as well as our socials, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, at HainaiPod. Hainai is available on Acast and wherever you listen to podcasts. We hope you enjoy our Act 3 episodes, and as always, thank you, we love you, and hanggang sa muli.